phone addiction, drinking problems, smoking problems, feeling lost. Yeah, these are things that can be associated with like frustrations that come from trading. Yeah, I've been in that situation where I was addicted to porn, I was addicted to my phone, I was addicted to drinking, and I was addicted to clubbing because I was trying to escape from the frustration of trading. You know, one very interesting part of trading is that these things are not being like talked about before before you endeavor in them, before you dive into them when you start trading, right? Because just like other professions, there are psychologists, there are counselors that treat these participant. Or let me just give you an example. Like in athletics, there are psychologists that talk to the athletes when they are emotionally down, when they are frustrated, so they don't channel it to the other aspect of escape, or other aspect of escape like drinking, smoking, porn addiction, humanizing, and all you can name it. But why trading is very, very crazy is that this you are your own psychologist. You have to go through that by your own self, right? You have to, see it, experience it by your own self, then start getting really aware of what is really going on in your life before you can bring out yourself from that loop. Now, this video I'm gonna make is kind of like, I am making videos out of people's requests, right? Okay, please can you help me about this? Can you help me? I'm struggling with porn addiction, I'm struggling with social addiction associated with trading. And mind you, my channel is not just for guys that want trading profits, right? My channel is just for guys that want more for themselves, right? Guys that have been lost in other aspects of life, and they're trying to like find meaning in their lives, right? And yeah, that's my channel is for you. So you might not be a trader, but this video might be for you. You might be frustrated in other aspects of your life, but this video is for you. Porn addiction is a very, very scary, yeah, it's a very, very scary addiction, and it's a very, very easy to conquer addiction. Now, when I say it's very easy to conquer porn addiction, it's that when you put yourself in the right place, you put yourself in the right mindset, you're gonna like conquer porn addiction. It's just I think it's a whole chemistry of how you feel about some certain things and how you react to some certain things that lead to porn addiction. Earlier on when I was fighting porn addiction with trading, I was no fap for like 30 days. I did for 30 days, and I went for a streak. Like I went for a streak of 30 days, no fap. My plan was to go for 90 days, but I defaulted, right? Well, I started noticing that I will kind of like I was having this I was having this withdrawal symptoms where after 30 days I'll be feeling somehow and I'll just fall back to it, right? Things that could like trigger it. Probably I still have this spirit of what lustfulness in me. Now, when I said it's a chemistry because for you to be addicted to porn, you have to be addicted to lustfulness. You have no control over lustfulness. And the main point about all this whole thing about porn addiction is the lustfulness about it. Because it's when you start becoming lustful, then porn becomes the next thing you run to, right? When you look at a girl, when you really imagine some kind of like lustful stuff in your head, the way to satisfy those thoughts, and the way to to satisfy those thoughts is to go into porn, right? Because it's easier to get. Just like porn addiction is just like every other type of addiction, right? Drugs, anything, it's still the same thing. So now, when I said it's a chemistry, we have to start fighting what we call lustfulness. You know, I became very proud of myself because at this point I am in my life, I don't see pornography as something I am even willing to fight, or I am in a fight for, because I can stay years without watching it. And even if I watch it, if I even see anything, like it doesn't arouse me again, because I have gone on war with myself. I have, tried to like cut down the lustfulness I had with pornography. But now, if you're facing pornography addiction, we have to find out how to cut out lustfulness. Now, lustfulness could be of different forms or ways. Social media, right? Social media is number one platform for lustfulness. Like, I won't lie to you, I don't like social media. I don't even currently making this video. I don't have any social media right now. I got no Instagram. I deactivated. No, I didn't deactivate my Instagram. I archived all my posts on my Instagram, and I deleted my Instagram. I don't have X. I don't have Snapchat. I don't have which other social media again. I don't have TikTok, and yeah, I don't have any of those apps, social media apps. Now, the reason why I say that social media is like a very, very bad place is because when you are working up, when you are working on yourself, when you're like making some gradual process, when you are at that lava stage where you can be vulnerable to any distraction or any triggers, social media is a point where it's being presented to you unprovokingly. Like you don't like you just it just comes to your front. You don't plan for it. You don't plan for it. It just happens, right? You're just on your phone scrolling through TikTok. Then you see a girl that you possibly like. You see a girl with bum bum, or you see people talking about sex. You see people different things, right? These things are triggers, right? And you understand that most pornography triggers come from social media. And number one, you have to learn how to cut social media off your life. Like I won't tell the part I am working might be different from the part you may be working. The part I'm working may be different from the part you're working. The part you may be working will be different from another part. But my part is total exemption of it from my life. I don't like I don't see any point in social media in 2025 right now because why I don't see any point in social media right now is I know you could make a lot of money on social media, but money is nothing, right? Money is nothing because of the money you're chasing, you like risking a lot of things about yourself. You're losing yourself over just an application, right? And like for me, I don't see any use of social media. Rather, it just makes you, become less of yourself. It makes you have anxiety. It makes you not trust yourself. It makes you fall into a lot of temptations. Like it has zero use. Social media now is a platform where people come to just seek validation. Nothing is real. Nobody speaks the real truth again. Nobody wants to be real again. Everybody's checking clicks and engagement. Because why? Because if you have more clicks, if you have more engagement, you probably have more attention. And when you have more attention, you probably get paid, you probably get endorsement from brands and blah blah. Because of these things, everybody has made social media so toxic. So me, I'm not on social media, and if you're fighting with porn addiction, you know, you should know how to cut off of social media. Now, when you cut off of social media, this is the first thing you have to do. When you cut off of social media, there is a stage you start becoming. Now, this is the stage where you start becoming like present in your own mind, in your own thoughts. Now you're not looking at what other people are doing. No one is looking at you either. You're just yourself, only you and your thoughts, right? This stage can be really, it will be boring. It will force you. People might call it boredom because why am I just sitting down doing nothing? And now this is a very, very delicate stage when you learn how to stay on your own and when you learn how to stay on your own thoughts. Now it builds you to crave and cut out the point of loss you get from seeing things. Now seeing things bring lustfulness. Now, when you see things, you think about them, right? Now, you've cut down the door of seeing things, right? When you cut down the door of seeing things, now you cut down the door of what? Thinking about things. Now, when you don't see them about again, the way you think about it reduces. Now, are you understanding the chemistry? You stop seeing them, you stop thinking about them. You can't see pornography magazines again, right? People don't have pornography magazines again. People don't have all these physical things that you could just see when you're not online because kind of it's like safer right now when you're not online, right? You're not on social media. You don't have to see any of these things again. When you don't see any of these things again, you get used to a type of what visuality. You get used to a type of reality. And what kind of reality are you getting used to? Nature, right? You're getting used to seeing things in real life. You're getting used to seeing things, yeah, happen real life and not on social media. And that was the point where I got to, where I left social media for 3 months and I got to understand that what I was always seeing was real life, right? things that are going to trigger me has to be real life. And when it's real life, you see that it's easier to control than when it's on your phone. Because okay, fine, you're walking on the street and you see a big girl, see a very attractive girl on the road. It's easier for you to control your thoughts for lustfulness because you're outside, you're in the public space, than when you're in your bedroom sitting and holding your phone and you see a girl with a big bum on your phone, right? You see that the reality now is different. So when you cut up your stuff on social media, right, you control what you see, and controlling what you see controls what you think, right? That is number one goal, and that's the number one principle of cutting down social media porn addiction. I don't need to tell you guys how bad pornography is, right? I don't need to tell you guys, how destroying it can be, how the impact it can make, how bad the impact it can make in your life. Because if you're watching this video, you already know how bad it has impacted your life, right? Pornography is really a bad thing, right? It decreases a lot of things in yourself. Like it makes you meaningless, right? It makes you just fixed on a virtual world. It makes you lose confidence in yourself. It makes you like psychologically it's gonna like deteriorate you, like it's going to like diminish you. So you already know the impact of what pornography in yourself and your well-being. You knowing the impact of pornography in yourself and you knowing the impact it can make in your life should make you sacrifice a lot of things for you to have what sanity. I won't lie to you, trading losses still happen, right? Life is dynamic. Life is full of changes, entropy, changes made up life. So like just randomness made up life. So it's gonna keep changing. You're gonna keep faced with what frustration. You're gonna be keep faced with difficult times. So now, what are you gonna be doing when you're faced with difficult times? What are you gonna be doing when that kind of situation happens? What are you gonna be doing when you start facing trading losses again? What are you gonna be doing when you see, now when you control yourself from porn addiction, right? Exempting yourself from social media that gives you a lot of distraction, that makes a lot of people lustful, social media. Yeah. Now you tend to, have a different way of what channeling and like channeling your energy into other things. Now, channeling your energy into other things, other people could say, go to the gym, run, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, it's not every time you even have to do that. It's not every time you have to be in an active activity. Like you don't have to be in an active thing before you control, your frustration, right? I can be frustrated right now, but the next thought in my head doesn't come with pornography because I have shut down that door, right? Because it doesn't work again. Pornography doesn't work again. The way I watch pornography, even if I am to watch pornography, it's not gonna be like the same as how it used to be then. I don't get stimulated when watching pornography. I'm just like I get disgusted when watching pornography at this point, right? And that is how it is for other vices. So now you're gonna still be faced with frustrations, but when these frustrations come, there are other means. You see that you will see by your own self that there are other means for you to what harness these frustrations. There are other means for you to like control your frustration other than pornography. And yeah, this video is just like a quick one to just guide guys that are really struggling with pornography addiction and other forms of addiction, but specifically pornography addiction. And I hope this video helps you in a way or so. And if you do, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like this video. And yeah, share your comments or share your thoughts in the comment. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.